Apple introduced the revolutionary multi-touch user interface with iPhone, and now we're bringing it to iPod. With the new iPod Touch, you can play music, watch video, and more with just the touch of a finger. Just like iPhone, you can browse your music in CoverFlow and watch your favorite movies and TV shows in widescreen. And because it has Wi-Fi built in, you can buy songs on the go from the iTunes Wi-Fi music store that download right to your iPod Touch. Surf the internet and check out videos on YouTube, all on an iPod that's less than 8 millimeters thin. The guided tours for iPhone have been viewed over 15 million times. If you're one of the many who have seen them, you'll notice many similar features with iPod Touch. So I'll start with something new, the iTunes Wi-Fi music store. And after that, I'll show you the other exciting features that make iPod Touch the best music and video iPod ever. iPod Touch has Wi-Fi built in, so when you're on a Wi-Fi network, you can search, preview, purchase, and download millions of songs from the iTunes Wi-Fi music store. The music downloads directly to your iPod Touch so you can enjoy it immediately. The next time you sync your iPod Touch to your computer, the music you bought on the go is added to your iTunes library. Buying and discovering music on the iTunes Wi-Fi music store is easy on your iPod Touch. To shop the iTunes store from your iPod Touch, just tap iTunes. There are 4 buttons along the bottom of the screen: Featured, Top 10s, Search, and Downloads. You'll start in the Featured section where you can browse new releases. Then, check out some of the most popular music available by tapping What's Hot. And if you're looking for a specific kind of music, tap Genres, and then the type of music. To preview any song, tap it, and a 30-second preview starts playing.
In some respects, I suspect you got a respectable side. When pushed and pulled and
When you find something you like, tap the price. Then tap Buy Now. Type in your iTunes account password, and iPod Touch starts downloading your music. To check the status of your downloads, tap Downloads. To see the best-selling songs and albums on the iTunes Store, tap Top 10s at the bottom. This section of the store is a great place to find lists of the most popular songs in a variety of categories. You can find exactly what you're looking for with a quick search of the iTunes Store. Tap the Search button. Then type an artist's name. From the search results, it's easy to preview or buy any song. Apple and Starbucks are also working together to provide you with free access to the iTunes Wi-Fi music store. When you enter a participating Starbucks location, your iPod Touch will automatically recognize the iTunes Store over Wi-Fi without connection fees or login required. The Now Playing service displays the name of the song playing in the store right at that very moment. If you like what you hear, you can buy and download it immediately. Each time a new song is played in Starbucks, the iTunes Store will keep your iPod Touch up to date, always displaying the current song that is playing. You can also see and buy the last 10 songs that were played in the Starbucks store. Starbucks is rolling this out to their stores in New York and Seattle in October, and the San Francisco Bay Area in November. Next year, they'll roll it out in Los Angeles in February and in Chicago in March. Check apple.com/Starbucks for rollout details. Music on iPod Touch not only sounds amazing, it looks amazing too. Album art pops off the large display, and just like in iTunes, CoverFlow lets you browse your entire music library by literally flipping through album cover art. To listen to music on iPod Touch, tap Music button. Notice the 5 buttons along the bottom. These let you navigate your music library by playlists, artists, songs, albums, and more. To scroll through the list of artists, drag your finger across the screen to scroll slowly, or flick it to scroll more quickly. You can also jump to a section of the artist list by tapping on a letter of the alphabet, or scrolling up and down along the right side. To select an artist, tap the artist's name. To play a song, tap the song title. Once the music is playing, it's easy to control the playback and volume from the multi-touch display. You can also bring up additional on-screen controls by tapping the album art. You can randomly shuffle your music by tapping the shuffle button, or repeat a song or playlist by tapping the repeat button. You can also quickly skip to any point in the song by dragging the playhead. And when you're done, just tap the album art again to hide these additional controls. When you're listening to an album and you'd like to see a list of all the songs on that album, just tap the List View button to flip the album art over, and there's the track list. Tap any song to play it. Then tap here to flip back to the album art. CoverFlow on iPod Touch lets you browse your entire music library visually, just like in iTunes. While using any of the music features, rotate iPod Touch 90 degrees. The display automatically switches to CoverFlow. Flick your finger left or right to find the album you want. Tap on any album to see its track list. Then tap on a song to play it. Then tap outside the track list to flip back to the album art. iPod Touch gives you even more ways to view your music library. Tap More, and you can browse music by genre or composer, and access other audio files such as audiobooks or podcasts. You can also personalize iPod Touch to display the buttons you use most. First, tap Edit. Then drag a button to the location you want. For example, if you listen to a lot of audiobooks and want to get to them faster, drag Audiobooks to replace songs. When you're listening to music on iPod Touch, you may want to turn off the display to conserve battery power. To do so, press the Sleep-Wake button. This way, you can continue to enjoy music through your headphones, but nothing will happen if you touch the screen. To turn on the iPod Touch display again, press the Home button, or the Sleep-Wake button, and then drag the slider to confirm. You can also press the Home button twice to bring up the on-screen controls to quickly pause the music or adjust the volume. To turn off iPod Touch completely, press and hold the Sleep-Wake button for a few seconds. Then drag the red slider to confirm.